Hey everybody, Uber Dante here, and today I'm going to show off my latest game design. This is for the 2025 9 card game design contest. It's a word game. It's called Word Flower, and it is my attempt to make an analog version of the New York Times Games app game, the Spelling Bee. Some of you are probably familiar with that game, but I'll explain it. In this game, you can actually play with up to 3 people. So I've got these 3 player cards where people are going to write down words. You'll need kind of dry erase or something like that. You need a timer, and you'll need these 6 flower cards. So I'll explain how it goes. These flower cards, you can see they're double-sided. There's a purple side and a yellow side. And you're just going to shuffle them up, flip some randomly, and you're going to take 4 of them, and you're going to try to make it not too hard on myself. You're going to make a 2x2 grid like this. And you'll notice in the middle you have this flower, and it's got 7 letters. What you're going to do is you're going to give yourself 1 minute. Players are going to take their card and try to write down as many words as they can using these letters. You can use them more than once. But the one stipulation is you have to use this letter in the middle. And you can house rule it as you like, but generally the words should be 4 letters or more. 4 letters long or more. Okay, and this one looks like it's going to be tough. But we'll see how it goes. So again, you have to use the middle letter in all of the words. The words have to be 4 letters or more, and you can use any of these multiple times. Okay, so let's go. All right, so I see fund. I see not a whole lot. I see pub, but that's too short. I see pound. Okay. I see found. Okay. I see not a lot. Is bund a word? I'm not sure. Done, puff, okay, puff. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. U is hard. Buff, okay, buff. There we go. Okay, so that's loud. Okay, so that's it. That's all the words that I could find here in a minute. And then you just give yourself 1 point for each letter that you found. So I've got a couple of 4-letter words. I got, 3? And I've got 2 of these, so I got 22 points. And then I'll just compare with how other people did. This one wasn't great. Some of them are easier than others. Then I'll also explain the solo rules next. So on the backs of these cards, you've got some solo challenges. So let's see if I can show you that. So you've got kind of setup on the one side, and then you've got how many points you should be able to get. Now this is not timed for 1 minute. This is just as long as you can go. So obviously I got 22 in the last one, and these are quite higher. And in addition to how many points you should be able to find, you have some additional things. So this one says you should find 5 5-letter words, or this one says you should find bingo. And what a bingo is you find one of each, one word starting with each letter, each of the 7 letters. So um, that's a bingo. So you find like a word that starts with B, is a boot or something like that. Next one starts with U, and etc. That's a bingo. Let's see what else we have. Pangram. So this next one says you should find a pangram. A pangram is when you use all of the letters in a word. You could use it more than once, but use all of the letters in one word. That's a pangram. They have different things. 5 words of 5+ letters, or get a pangram and a bingo. 2 8-letter words, things like that. So these are different challenges that you can do for a solo. So you have to get the points and get these extra things. So there's 12 of those on the back. And that's the whole game. So next I'd like to talk about how I made this. So basically, it was kind of, for me, it's more about can I turn that app into an analog? I take that digital game and make it analog, and how would I go about doing that? That's a real kind of interesting challenge for me. So basically, I had a couple goes at it, but we got 6 cards here. So I basically divided the alphabet into 6. So it's basically there's 26 letters. So basically 4 letters, because I didn't use X and Q, and I think that's it. I could probably fit X somewhere on here, but I didn't use it. And basically just divided, so each one has like 4. And I wanted to make sure that I had a vowel on each card. This one has a Y, so that counts as a vowel. I wanted to have a vowel on each card, and I wanted to have them placed so that there's always a vowel on this top right, and there's always a vowel in this bottom right. So when you put them together, you're going to have at least 2 vowels in the word, which should help you. Some of the cards have another vowel in this one, so you might get 3. It's possibly 3, but in this bottom one, there's never a vowel, so you won't get like too many vowels. So that's the way I controlled for, 2 or 3 vowels for 7 words. Seemed like that's probably a good thing. And then the other thing I did was I just found a list of what are the most common letters for the vocabulary for the words in English. And then so I think it was like E, I, R, A, T, O. I think these ones that are up here. So I put those each on a separate card, so they have more chance to be everywhere. And I also put them this one. So the card has 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 1. The 7th is here. So I made those the more common. So N, I think. N might be more common than O. I'm not sure. But the 2 most common. So like this card is E, and C was more common than like W. That's also, and the G that are on here. So basically, found the most common, put 1 on each card, and then found the next 5 most common, put those on there, but also keeping in mind like Y and U are not as common, but make sure those are on separate cards. And just kind of put it together like that. A couple of them I did different, like J actually appears on 2 different cards, I think. Yeah, but it's in the same spot, so it'll never show up on the same word. So that's the way I got it. So you won't have the same letter twice on here. So they always have 7 different letters. And also this yellow is usually the most common. There's only 12. That's one of the things about the game, is I could only have 6 cards, and so there's only 12 different letters that make up the center one. But I tried to make those the 12 most common letters, just to make it so that most of the time it should be not too hard to get words. So the example I did earlier is one of that. Maybe there's not a ton of words for that. There's, I think, over 5,000 different ways you can arrange these cards. So obviously I haven't checked them all. My programming skills are pretty much non-existent. I might try and see if I can figure something out. There's a website that's a spelling bee solver that I've been checking. That's how I made these. You can enter these letters and it'll give you like all the solutions. So that's kind of how I came up with these challenges. I know there's a pangram and whatnot. So if my programming skills were a bit better, I could probably run something through that website and see if there's any that have like 0 words, or if there's, which ones have pangrams or which ones have bingos or something. But I think for the most part, because I tried to make the most common letters, matching up here, that, if it was at least less common letter, I tried to match it with, a more common letter, like on these. So I think most of the time you should probably be able to find some words like within a minute. So even the one I just did, I'm sure there were some other words I didn't find. If it's just a minute, that's probably good. And I'm rambling, so that's my game. I hope to have it up on Board Game Geek, and people can try it out if they like. And thanks for watching.